Hey guys, it's Jeff here. First of all, I wanted to apologize for not doing a video last week. I was on a panel with speaking to teachers and parents at Mattapoisett Public Schools about autism in in school in schools. So again, my apologies for that. It was a very good presentation. A lot of people were informed and impressed the uh, by the actions of myself and my fellow panelists, and I look to continue doing more of these kinds of things in the very near future. But getting back to my video series here today, today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that has been going around for quite some time, and that is the coronavirus. Well, it's not exactly about the coronavirus, but it's more or less it's about the news media in general. I mean, a good example is the coronavirus, where where there has been some instances where uh, the media has overhyped the coronavirus and is making it more bad than it already is. And that kind of brings me up to the topic of this week's video. Is the news is very bad for anyone. Most of the news that we as a society watch is nothing but bad news, whether it be about a shooting or the coronavirus or the death of someone. It's not good, and I think we as autistics and um, autistics and non-autistics, whether we are parents of kids on the spectrum or we are on the spectrum ourselves. I mean, the only time we should ever watch the news is if it's really important, like certain things that we need to know about. But honestly, I wouldn't pay attention to watching the news. It's for someone on the spectrum, because for anyone who, or if you know anyone who suffers from echolalia, they'll just repeat, what they hear and see on the news, and it could be bothersome to other people. And I think with the coronavirus, someone with autism may watch a news report that will have misinformation, and they'll just repeat what the news anchor says, and it will bother other people. So I think it would be important to sit down with your child on the spectrum or your friend on the spectrum or whatnot and say, don't watch the news, because there's a lot more good news in the world than what you're seeing on television. And I'm not talking about television, I'm talking about the internet, I'm talking about social media. And I think if we do this practice, we can send a message that no news is good news. And for someone who's on the spectrum, who doesn't really get a grasp or understand, I think it's important that we try to teach our children on the spectrum what is good news and what is bad news. So that will do it for this week's video, and I will catch up with you guys next week. Take care and stay safe.